'Twas the day after Christmas, and Captain Corey was feeling lazy, so he didn't go into the Midships Minutes studio. Instead, we're going to be doing it from the home studio, and you can see in the background here, this is the Midships set. If you've never seen it, this is the behind the scenes. We got the big camera here, we got the teleprompter. This is a monitor where I can see myself. Some people would call it monitoring themselves. And here's my big studio lights. We're going to do some Midships Minutes today. We got Celebrity Cruise Line, which could be in big trouble over a champagne cork. Taylor Swift fans would call this a champagne problem. It's a song, okay? It's a song by her. All right, let's get into this article coming out from cruisehive.com, written by Melissa Meance. Actually, hang on. Welcome to the Midships Minutes. I'm your Captain Corey. Let's get into this article. Cruise line could be in big trouble over a champagne cork. A past guest is suing Celebrity Cruises for an unusual injury sustained on the Edge earlier this year. Now, cruise lines, they regularly get charged with personal injury lawsuits from slip and falls and other similar accidents. We're going to tell you just how many we see in a month, actually, later on in this article. However, one former guest of Celebrity is suing for a rather unique injury, that being a champagne cork to the eye. That is pretty unique, if you ask me. In a lawsuit filed in the U.S. Federal District Court on Wednesday, December 20th, Robert Marchetta is claiming serious and permanent injury from a champagne cork that hit him in the eye, allegedly, when he cruised on Celebrity Edge. The incident is said to have taken place on February 2nd when the Edge was finishing up an 11-night Southern Caribbean round trip from Fort Lauderdale. Marchetta claims the champagne cork exploded through a wire cage on board the Edge, hitting his right eye and causing him pain, mental and emotional distress, and anguish therefrom, plus incurred medical expenses and a physical handicap, plus the loss of ability to enjoy his life. That's right. If you get hit in the eye with champagne cork, you are no longer able to enjoy your life. According to this lawsuit, I don't know, let me know your thoughts. If you got hit in the eye with something, would you still be able to enjoy your life? I don't know. I've been hit in the eye a few times. I'm still a pretty happy camper, so, maybe chill out, lawyers. Maybe chill out a little bit. I know y'all like to just sue for everything and throw the spaghetti at the wall, see what sticks. Let's continue on in this article. The negligence on the part of Celebrity Cruises, the alleged negligence that is said to be related to the reasonable care necessary to store champagne properly, as well as to transport it safely to minimize the risk of accidents with decorking. Considering a champagne cork can pop out of a bottle at nearly 30 miles per hour or 48 kilometers, for those of you who don't know how fast a mile per hour is, this could cause a grievous eye injury, a grievous eye injury. I'm struggle busting, y'all. It was a long Christmas. Had a lot of eggnog last night. Now, we don't know yet if this guest ran to the medical center on board the ship right after this incident, or if they waited till they got home and then decided they were going to sue later after they found out that this was a little bit more of an issue than they originally thought. Look, I'm not going to besmirch somebody who is injured, who's legitimately injured and has legitimate problems moving forward through life, seeking some damages. Now, in this case, it's rare. It's really rare. Actually, how rare it is that a champagne bottle just decorks? Well, let's look. Champagne bottles do not typically just explode unless there's a defect in the bottle, the cork, or the bottle was mishandled. However, if champagne is subject to extreme temperatures, for example, the bottle is more likely to rupture and the cork could pop out prematurely. A premature decorking. There's a lot of funny euphemisms going on in today's episode. Here's the thing. Cruise ships, they're not like buildings. They're not just sitting stationary. They're moving on the high seas, so they're getting shaken up. This is a fizzy bottle. We all know when you shake a bottle of champagne, it's more likely to explode when you open said bottle. Pressures build up. Things do happen. Now, look, I don't know what happened here. I really don't. Nobody knows except for the people who have watched the security video. I'm sure the security tapes have been pulled. I'm sure Celebrity is mounting their defense. Hopefully for this past guest, they have a very good documentation system as well for exactly what went down, because ultimately Celebrity Cruise Line, well, they hold a lot of the cards here in defending this case. What do you think? Take to the comments section. Let me know your thoughts. Should Celebrity Cruise Line be held liable for this eye injury, for all of these things that Mr. Marchetta is alleging, is suing for, all of the damages? Is this worth $75,000? Make sure you get subscribed here. The next Midships Minutes episode, well, it drops in 2 hours. And we're talking Carnival Cruise Line being big naughty raising prices on board by 141% in just the past year. You're going to be pissed. I know I was. We'll see you then.
La 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 la